Hi, I'm Jennifer Milner. Today I wanted to talk about another release move for your feet that you can do to try to increase your foot flexibility safely. There's a lot of times people think, oh, my bones are just built the way they're built. That's what my point is. And sometimes that's true, but sometimes there are things we can do to release that foot and get more motion than you're currently getting. And for today, we're not even going to talk about your foot. We're going to talk about your calf. Your calf can actually get tight and inhibit the way that your foot points. So we're going to release the muscles of your calf today. There's lots of ways to do that. This is a really easy one that you can do before class that's not too strenuous. For today, you're going to need a little bit of a massage lotion or some sort of a skincare cream. It doesn't have to be super fancy. And I'm going to do my right leg because that's the leg that's usually tighter for me. And what I want to do first, we're going to go through two areas. The first area, we're going to go from that ankle bone in the front all the way up the top of the leg. And there's a bone, your big shin bone, that runs along the front here. And we want to release the muscle back behind it. So if I start here, I'm running into a bone. I can knock my way down the bone. But if I start back behind it, I can push forward until I feel a bone. And that's where I want to release, is all the area behind the bone. So I'm going to put just a little bit of massage cream on there. It doesn't have to be a lot. And then I'm going to start to dig in and give myself a nice glide. I like to use my knuckles. Some people use the heel of their hand. Some people like to press down. Some people like to drag up. I like to do both, but I feel it a little bit more when I drag up. Now I am using this arm to steady, to help push against, so I'm not having to use my leg to hold up. You can also put the leg down in front of you and massage this way. Or you can stack it on top if that's comfortable for you and release it this way. I'm holding it up just so you can see what I'm working on. Maybe about halfway up the leg is a typical place for people to find kind of a sticky spot that hurts a little bit more. And if you find some sort of a knot there, you may just want to stay there for a second. Go into it. Try to breathe deeply because this can be tight, and allow that spot to loosen up a little bit. Again, we're going to want to do maybe about a minute here, maybe a little bit longer if it feels really great. And again, you don't have to do it with your hands. You can do it with a lacrosse ball or a foam roller. A lacrosse ball can be a little intense before class, so we want to make sure that we're not releasing the calf so much that it's going to shut down and not work efficiently in class. So I like this as a way to release before class because it's hard to persuade yourself to push hard enough to hurt yourself. So once we've released the inside, we're going to go to the outside of the leg, and I'm going to turn around so you can see it without sitting on my lotion. And we're going to go from that bone right up here at the top. You'll feel a little knob. Again, to the ankle bone on the outside. So we're going to go back behind it and glide all the way up back behind. Again, being able to sort of knock on a bone and wanting to be back behind it, pressing up towards that bone. I'm going to get a little bit of massage lotion, and I got too much, and place it along the outside of that leg. Again, you can use your knuckles to glide. You can use your fingers. I'm hypermobile, so if I do, my fingers tend to arch, and I don't want to get stuck in that hyperextended position, so I use my knuckles instead. Or you can use the heel of your hand, whatever's most comfortable. And I'm going to place my leg down. Hopefully you can still see that. And releasing along the edge of the leg. So I'm back behind the bone, and for me, I feel it the most right around here. So that's a spot that I might linger if I had my leg down on the ground and really was able to work into that and release it. I might stay there and give myself a second right there. Find those spots for yourself and see what you can loosen up before class. And if you find spots that are really sticky, you can come back and release them more fully with a ball after class, something that's going to give you some time to let that calf really relax and not have to work right after you release it so much. So let's pretend we did about a minute to 2 minutes on the outside of that leg, and then take your leg straight, and let's see, Do you feel a difference in your point? So you might feel like your heel can pull a little bit closer up. You might feel like you have a little more range of motion here to let that foot go into a nice long point, feeling that calf work a little more efficiently. Again, make sure you do both sides, right? Do both legs for it. Test it out. See what it feels like. And of course, in the comments below, let me know if it worked for you, if it didn't work for you, whatever hints that you've got that makes it a little bit easier for you to do. And let me know if you've got any questions. Thanks.